Welcome to this special session, and the session name is Pokemon and Devops. You might be wondering what is the relation between Pokemon and what is the relation between DevOps. I will definitely explain this. But before that, I would like to tell you that if you have a question in your mind, why do we even need DevOps? Then that will be answered in this particular video. So wait till the end if you have a doubt in your mind why DevOps is required. Why should you learn DevOps? That is your goal. That is your question in your mind. Then wait till the end. I will definitely explain this. Now, let us see what is the relation between Pokemon and DevOps. Now, before I proceed, please check out my new Udemy course that is 50 DevOps interview questions and answer 2022. The link is in the description. Also, if you want to speak to me and have a 30 minutes free session, DevOps discussion, you can do that. There is again a link in the description. You can go there and book a 30 minutes free career discussion or DevOps related topics. Now let us go into see what is Pokemon and DevOps, and let us try to understand what is the relation between Pokemon and DevOps. We will take a use case here, and let us say you are a DevOps engineer, that is a junior DevOps engineer in this case, and you're working in a company. The company sells Pokemon related items. Let us say it sells dolls, Pokemon related, Pokemon cards, etc. They need a website to make all the sales. And this website has to be somewhere, right? So they have a beta version for testing the website. So this is in development state, right? So hence they want to test it. So they want to deploy it, test it, and see how it works. So what do? They are going to deploy this in some cloud setups and make it work, right? Let us practically see now on how this can be done and how it is implemented, okay? I have logged in to my AWS console. After I have logged in, I will search for EC2 and select EC2. And then I'm going to launch an EC2 instance. I'm going to select Amazon Linux 2. Maybe I can reduce the screen size. Okay, I'm going to select T2 micro. And I'm going to select subnet can be same. I'm going to make sure I have a IAM role. IAM role is only for logging into the machine, so you don't have to worry. On DevOps, and then configure security group, and I'm just going to select a security group which has port 80 open, and I'm going to launch this EC2 instance. This EC2 instance is getting spinned up, and I will explain you what I will be doing now. I have created a code in GitHub, okay, personally, and this is a Pokemon mini website. This I'm going to deploy to this EC2 machine. After that, I will explain you why DevOps is required. Okay, so stay with me till the end of the video if you are interested to understand that. I promise you, you will understand this the moment I finish explaining this. Let us see if the EC2 instance is ready. Okay, it is in the running state now. I'm going to connect to this EC2 instance now. And once I connect to this EC2 instance, let me now zoom into the screen. Okay, this should be good. I'm going to make sudo space su. I have become a root user and then type cd. The first and foremost question I want to ask you is, where is the code? Where is the website code? It will be in a repo. What kind of repo? A Git repo. we have to download this one onto our EC2 instance. To do that, we have to have git command enabled. So if you type git, you can see it is telling command not found. So let us install git using yum install git. And it's going to take some time to install. That's why, and it's going to take some time to install. Let it install. And let me find my repo. For my repo. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we will now set up what we call and okay, I'm sorry for that. Now we are going to do git clone and paste our copy paste the repo URL. I hope you can see the repo URL. Now I have copy pasted the repo URL, and this repo URL that I have pasted is where the code is present. And I'm going to click enter. It has now downloaded the code. Now I'll go to this repo and the CD that repo. You can see there is Pokemon EC2, and here we have index.html and some images. If I want to run any kind of web related services, I have to install HTTP. So I'm going to do install HTTPD. It is going to find a HTTPD package and it is going to install the HTTPD package. Okay, HTTPD is installed. It will load all the files from /var/log location. So I'll show you. So move */var www.html. So I have moved all the files there. So you can do www.html and you're going to see all the files are in the path where the HTTPD service can pick it. Now I have to start the HTTPD service, systemctl start httpd.service. After this, I can go back to my EC2 instance, copy the public IP, port 80, and you can see a Pokemon website is ready. It is fully functioning, and there are a lot of Pokemon images on the screen. Now we have deployed our complete application. And that is what we wanted to do. Very well. Now going back to our fundamental question that we were discussing, that is, what is the relation between Pokemon and DevOps? Let us go back to that and let me explain now. What did we do? Let us quickly recap. We had a code present somewhere. We downloaded it onto an EC2 instance. We had to create this EC2 instance. Then I ran a bunch of commands to set it up. And then the website was accessible. Now I will answer you a question, why DevOps is required. If you have observed the whole process that I have done, you will see that I ran a bunch of commands, correct? You might have understood it and you might have not understood a few, but they are all Linux commands. So you should know them, right? And then there was some code present and you should know how to install it on servers. And EC2 instance, I spin it up manually, right? How can I automate it? Imagine if this website has to run on 3, 4, 5 instances, how to automate this process. And after that, I know that port 80 was open, but what if the developers want port 9090? How does that work? At the end of the day, even if I had to display a simple website for you, I had to go and do a lot of things. Imagine a very big company, a very big startup wants to automate all of this process. They want to make sure that the code that is present is easily deployable. And it can also scale and we can monitor all of it. If you take this case, all of this is a role and responsibility of DevOps engineer on a high level. And once you learn the tools that can deploy, scale, and monitor the application, you can be called as a DevOps engineer. You provide solutions for companies to deploy the code, to scale the application, and to monitor the application. That is the major role and responsibility of any DevOps engineer. The tools that will help you to achieve this is what you should expect from any DevOps training. So all training that you are planning to take should cover a deployable tool, a scalable tool, and a monitor tool. It can be CI/CD using Jenkins, it can be Docker, it can be Kubernetes, it can be Prometheus, doesn't matter, but this is the high level explanation on how the role of DevOps engineer is actually seen in any organization. And that is why I took the example of Pokemon. If I had to deploy the simple Pokemon application of EC2 instance, you saw how many manual work I did, right? What did I have to do? I had to clone the repo that is called as git clone. And then I had to set up, then I had to navigate. And then the web UI was accessible, right? The idea here is to automate all of this. And that's the work of DevOps engineer. I hope you have now understood what is the key role and responsibility of a DevOps engineer and why you should learn DevOps technologies, what you should expect from the DevOps training, etc. That is it for this video, my friends. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.